Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. I do have good news for you today. Tesla has officially submitted all documents to expand the factory in Giga Berlin. Furthermore, we have Model Y price reduction for certain configurations in Germany from last night. And we're also going to talk about the 25,000 euro car that VW presented last night and what this means for Tesla. So if you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing and we dive into today's video. Now for Einstieg, which means in Germany entry level, we have here 25,000 euros for the ID2 All. We are expecting Tesla to sell a vehicle in the same price range. The range is supposed to be 450 kilometers. That is what they are expecting to achieve. Now, to be quite frank here, I must admit that the 450 kilometers in range is a bit less than the Model 3 standard range, and I don't expect actually VW to achieve that. I do believe that in a higher configuration, a bit more expensive, like around about 30,000 euros, VW could achieve that. They are currently not even really profitable with the ID3, so it's going to be very challenging. And they want to achieve a production and presentation and ordering in 2025 that is very competitive. If they really achieve that, good luck. I'm not so sure about that yet. Now, on the other hand, we are still waiting for a smaller EV from Tesla, and we are actually expecting some kind of announcement this year. And this is where it is getting very interesting now. As we talked about Mexico, we also have to consider expansion in Giga Berlin. And today it was confirmed that Tesla has submitted all documents to further expand the site here towards a capacity of 1 million cars. And now the very key information here is because there's a lack of water in this area, they are not gonna need any more water. They're gonna use the current capacity that they are allowed to use, and they're gonna recycle the water and use that in the other capacity that they are expanding now. So another 500,000 cars and no further water supply needed. So they are getting very creative in the production process, but I do like that. That is what we all like about Tesla. They are working on solutions and they have done that. So we can expect in the next few weeks to expect more updates when it comes to what is going to be produced here. My personal opinion is first the building for the Model 3. And once Giga Mexico is ramping, I do expect the production of the next generation vehicle to happen here as well. But they're just going to use the expertise from Mexico, move the people here, help to ramp up the production. This is something where I think the timeline could be for a next generation vehicle in 2024 at the end or latest in 2025 somewhere during the year. Now, when it comes to price reduction, we have seen further price reduction yesterday. This is from current inventory. We have 44,300 euros for a Model Y standard range in black. This is just fresh products coming from Shanghai. They are currently on the carriers and being shipped. And the good news is you can save around 2,700 euros because you get the black color for free and you have even further price reduction. And this is for limited time, so I do expect that just to be for the next 2 weeks. It was something that I was actually expecting, that Tesla has a lot of production and they are able to do that. Normally you would pay 47,070 euros. This is the regular price. Do consider that here is as well incentives inside, but this makes no difference. So we have almost 2,700 euros that you can save in Germany right now. So that is very good news for customers, and this is something we're going to see more and more. So if you order a car in Europe with a supply from China, I do expect Tesla to do that every quarter. So by the end of the quarter, when they see they have enough cars that are not sold yet, they're just going to put the price down. And the new strategy here is to offer free colors. So you don't pay for the black color anymore, or the blue color, or the red color. They're just going to give it to you for free. And this is something that Tesla can do easily. Now, another good news is that if you use the Powerwall or solar energy, usually you make your Powerwall full, or you have another provider, and you don't need any electricity anymore. But now what you can do is you can actually charge your Tesla full, charge your Powerwall full, and after that, the system will allow the electricity to go into the grid. The key point here is that based on current experience, you had to do that manually in the app, decide if you want to charge your car with it or the Powerwall. Now it is going automatically, and that is a nice functionality. Now for the European market, we are also expecting more Model S and Model X coming on the ship Höegh Osaka. It's going to arrive on the 19th of March, so more Model S and Model X. I'm not very sure if the hardware 4 is already included. This is something I've been speculating a lot. I do believe it should be the case because Tesla started producing those hardware 4 cars already before Investor Day. So it would make a lot of sense that these are already the first hardware 4 cars on their way to Europe. Now we also have the V4 Superchargers now, longer cable. It is now in the Netherlands. We have official footage here now. Just keep in mind the 250 kilowatt. This is something where you max out. You're not going to get the entire capacity from the new supercharger. It really depends on your car. So it really regulates the speed based on the car you have. This example, it is an old Model S, so you're not going to get the full speed as maybe newer cars. And this is something you have to keep in mind. But I'm happy to see the new generation in Europe now as well. Now, when it comes to 4680 cells and the battery plant in Catter Road, we also know that Tesla expanded its material lab. The revisions helped add more room for R&D. Tooling equipment was also added and revised for plant to house it. So they are working on further efficiency, and this is a very good news for production, for ramping up. Every time Tesla does something like that, the numbers increase by a lot afterwards. We do know that from Giga Shanghai. We know it from Austin. We know it from Giga Berlin. They sometimes do a break, sometimes do some retooling or expansion, and then afterwards we are all surprised how good numbers are getting, and this is always the way Tesla is working. So good news as well here. We're going to see the effect in the next weeks. I do expect maybe an update here what the current production is. Maybe Tesla's going to give us a hint in the next few months. Now, Joe Tegmeyer talked about those castings here, which I find interesting. He was not sure if it's the Cybertruck. Some people say it is the Model Y, and they are not expecting any castings from the Cybertrucks laying around outside, as it is still not in production. But it looks a bit weird. It looks different. What do you think about that? I believe it could be already Cybertruck, but we don't know the information yet if the Giga Press is already in production in test mode. There's no footage yet. This is what Joe Tegmeyer said as well. So, yeah, I'm happy to have you back here on my channel tomorrow. Lots of information today, especially for the expansion in Giga Berlin. This is very good news. I've been waiting for that for a long time. So let's see how fast Tesla can actually start with the expansion. I'm happy to have you with me on this road. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.